Simply Protected. We help you be protected from the sun in ingredients that allow sunscreens to actually be effective. We also make many of the medicines you take to be more effective. We don't make the medicine, we make materials that enable the medicines to be more effective. We also make a variety of ingredients which work in architectural paints and other elements of architecture and construction, in vehicles and automobiles, in food, in beverages. In fact, one of the things we do that I'm sure everybody's going to like here is make beer last longer, so your beer always tastes the same. So that's good. And we also make wine clearer and also good tasting over time, so I'm sure you appreciate those products. What else? And also many of personal care ingredients, things like going to shampoos and conditioners. All of these materials are the base raw materials that enable the properties that the final products that you buy have. At Ashland, we believe with good chemistry, great things happen. And our employees are the key component of our ability to win and that formulation that we have to help our customers and to provide new innovative products to our consumers. We're very committed to education, very especially in the area of STEM. As the governor mentioned, one of the issues that we face in the U.S. as a company is to get the right talent to feed this innovation machine, to feed our organization that expands globally. And as such, it's very important for us to support STEM. Throughout Ashland, many of our employees volunteer at local schools as mentors and presenters, helping students to understand how STEM impacts them on a day-to-day basis on the various careers that we have available. So obviously we strongly support expanding the number of Delaware students who ultimately pursue degrees and careers in STEM fields. And definitely we hope to broaden the participation of women and minorities in these fields. Locally, we're excited about our partnerships with the Forum to Advance Minorities in Engineering, FAME, the Thomas Edison School, the Delaware Foundation for Science and Mathematics, and the University of Delaware. Tonight, I specifically want to thank and congratulate all of the educators that are present here today. And all of you that applied for the STEM Award. More importantly, for your ongoing work, day to day, in the classroom. That's what enabled these students to be motivated and engaged to pursue a STEM career. We look forward to continue to expand the STEM-capable workforce to create, grow, and attract STEM-related business to Delaware, and to increase STEM literacy for all Delaware students, not only those that pursue STEM careers, but also those that do not pursue them, but to have that level of knowledge and capability even if they pursue their careers in STEM-related materials. We are very, very pleased to be part of tonight's celebration, and I look forward to recognizing tonight's winners. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you talk about teachers, you can't talk about teachers without talking about students, right? And so, we need a little cheat sheet, and while we get our cheat sheet, which Daniel's going to help us with to make sure that we acknowledge every student organization that's here tonight, and but we want to make sure all the students in the room, and particularly those who are outside with FIRST, robotics, the Girl Scouts, if you are still here, students, take a stand, please. Woo! Okay, so did I tell you that I got kicked off the cheerleading team? So I'm kind of like getting that out of my system. So first of all, we wanted to acknowledge every one of the applicants. If you saw the videos in the back and all the stories, you can tell why we are super excited. And so we're just going to take a minute to acknowledge every applicant, because you are the inaugural pool. You have set a golden bar for us to go forward, and we so much appreciate everybody's support to get in here. So we're going to do this together, right, Judd? So we want to do a shout out to Anthony Carmen. Where are you?
Amanda Bowen.
Is that Brian Shearer? Did I say that correctly? All right.
Brooks Twilly.
Is that Cynthia Joan? All right.
Dr. Erica Thomas.
Jacqueline Chesworth.
Jennifer Cooch.
I think that's Couch. Jennifer Couch. And Jordan Estock. Woo!
Kristen Carmen.
This is awesome. So is this Lorraine Longnecker? Did I not say that correctly? Help me. Lee, that's a typo. Awesome. Leona Williams.
Peter Kelly.
So he gave me a tough one. Robert, help me, Robert. Volsevich. I said it correctly. Robert Gibson.
Ruth Fuchs.
Did we not say it right, Ruth?
That was the safe way. It's Fuchs.
Fuchs. Gotcha. Nothing like being safe. Terry Neal.
Timothy Elmer.
Awesome. Vanessa Preston.
Edward Burks.
And this is Jerron Hill. Did I do it correctly? I did do it. Jerome. See, science is all about trial, error, experience. See, next time. So everybody, give a round of applause to all our applicants.
So one thing that I think everybody should recognize is Terry mentioned before that in this inaugural award, the time frame was shrunken down. So these educators had a very small opportunity in terms of time to be able to get their work together, get their applications submitted. And I think the reality of that is that you could not submit something unless you were doing this work in real time. You were actually doing this as you got the notification of the award. And that's something that I don't think any other group after you will be able to say that they did. From now on, people can say, I plan to apply for that award. So now comes the hard part, where we actually have to announce the winners.
It's not so hard. It was just hard thanks to the Judging and Selection Committee. So we're going to start with the primary level. Okay. So our second place winner is Amanda Bowen, Bunker Hill Elementary, Project Mission Space, and she writes, I recently received the Superstars in Education Award from the Delaware Chamber of Commerce for Mission Space, an evening astronomy event. And with the help of a committee to plan it in Delaware businesses like ILC Dover, University of Delaware, DASEF, Mount Cuba Astronomy Group, and district personnel, we hosted 200 excited students and parents. At Mission Space, students were able to learn that engineers right here in Dover develop and create gear for astronauts to use. We offered an assortment of hands-on centers that range from lunar samples from Johnson Space Center, rocketry, Star Lab, 24 feet Earth walk-in globe, ooh, that sounds fun, storyteller, actor Caroline Herschel, planetspheres, to the high-powered telescopes where students observe Jupiter and the moons. Way to go.
So our second place winner at the secondary level, coming to us from Sussex Central High School, Robert Gibson, for his project Network Design with Use of Chart. There are 4 levels to these classes. The first year, we focus on a brief history of computers, technology, and STEM, create video of the TSA State Conference, and learn CAD principles using Google SketchUp. The second year, we use Code Academy and Learn Street tutorials to learn JavaScript and advanced HTML and CSS concepts. We also participate in Code.org, Hour of Code initiative. In the third year, students pursue the Security Plus industry certification and undertake a problem-based learning project where they create their own security companies, compete with websites and logos. In the final year, they pursue the Networking Plus certification, as well as participate in the Verizon Samsung Innovative App Challenge. Robert, congratulations.
So I'm going to try this one more time. Our first place winner at the primary elementary level, Ruth Fuchs, librarian, Melvin Early Childhood Center, a project STEM library program. And Ruth writes through dramatic play and multimedia work. Students learn problem-solving skills and develop creativity while honing their STEM knowledge. My library is like a beehive of activity. It's not unusual to find students using finger play to learn about spiders, transforming into little scientists by utilizing science tools such as a microscope or hand lens, or using movement to explore numbers. Way to go, Ruth. We got a check.
That's my fault.
It's like cashable.
First place winner at the secondary level. This is one of those things that when we talked to Ashland, we talked about an award, we wanted to open this up to teams and groups of people to apply, which was a little bit different than what you might see in like a Teacher of the Year award or a presidential award for excellence in math and science education. So this year's first place winner at the secondary level goes to a team made up of Brooks Twilley, Brian Shear, and George Estop. This year's theme was pedal power. The students were inspired by a company named Maya Pedal that repurposes old bicycles for the use of underdeveloped countries. Some of the bike-powered projects that came from this year's efforts include a transfer pump, a washing machine, a cell phone charger, and an electronic generator. So, I am so thrilled that we had this opportunity to shine a spotlight on your work as educators and publicly recognize you for all that you do for Delaware kids. On behalf of the Delaware STEM Council, and as a parent myself, I thank you. Before we close, I'd like once again thank our sponsors, Ashland, Air Liquide, AstraZeneca, Dow, DuPont, Insight, InterDigital, and ChristianaCare, as well as the Del Castle Technical High School for their support in making this successful event. I'd also like to close with a reminder that the application deadline for the 2015 Delaware STEM Educator Awards will be available shortly on our website, delawarestem.org. I'll repeat that, delawarestem.org. Next year's application will have a May 15th deadline, so for those that want to apply again, or if you know anybody else who really ought to apply for this award, let them know early so that they have a little bit more time to plan than you do. I look forward to seeing you all again next year at the symposium. Again, good night.